Welcome to Fantasy Author Reacts. I'm your fantasy author, Jacob Penrod, and today we are reacting to Your Name. Now, Your Name is a movie. Uh, I've heard the storytelling is great. I know I have actually seen this in 2016, I believe. I don't remember anything about it. I feel like I remember. No, nothing. I might remember bits and pieces as we go, but regardless, whether or not I know the story isn't going to affect how we do things here. If you're new here, we don't just react, we analyze, and we talk about how they're doing what they're doing and how they get there. Like I said, I'm a fantasy author. I have my own works. I have something coming out right now over on the Amora Project YouTube channel. That's a story inspired by the classic movie Seven Samurai. And so I thought, let's try another Japanese movie that has nothing to do with it. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started with Your Name. I've been told I will cry. Maybe. We'll see. It's a high bar. Nothing makes me cry. Also, I'm doing the dub because my English is way better than my Japanese. We also pause all the time, and I'm going to, after I let the shot play out just a little bit. So some kind of meteor shower piercing through the clouds. Oh, that looks populated. Oh, but there's a nice lake for it to land in. That was ominous. So why open with that? Your opening image, that's the term that tends to be used in screenwriting. I don't know if it was coined or popularized by Blake Snyder with Save the Cat, but opening image, it kind of sets the emotional landscape that you're going to be dealing with, and you can do a lot of things with it. But opening on a comet or a meteor, what's the difference? I know that my brother would know this. I don't. Opening on it heading for a populated area is pretty bold, so I'm curious.
Whatever the dream was I had, I can never remember it.
But the only thing that does last when I wake up is a sense of loss.
Oh, wait, I'm curious what we can tell about their lives from the makeup that they've got, or the kinds of things that they've got in their rooms. So they live in a populated city. Maybe they're having like premonitions, or this is just a flashback is probably more likely. Or just landed in water. No, the meteor can't land in water. It's you can't show a meteor like that and not have it hit something, unless I just don't understand it. Okay, so he's got some kind of like textbooks mixed with smaller ones. So he's a student. He's got a water bottle and a bag next to his bed. Okay.
Whatever the dream was I had, I can never remember it. But
she is a lot more organized, it seems.
The only thing that does last when I wake up is a sense of loss.
She's organized. Her dishes look like they're freshly done. Fully stocked fridge, so she isn't like super struggling or anything like that. Okay.
Loss, which lingers for a long time afterwards.
That seems like a beautiful line I just skipped over.
Which lingers for a long time afterwards.
She ties her. Okay, so we've got this character who's got this sense of loss.
I'm always
Noted.
searching for something. Or someone.
I've been consumed by this feeling ever since that day.
The day
Oh,
a star fell.
interesting.
It was almost like
Seeing something out of a dream. Nothing more or less than a breathtaking view.
I will say this album for the movie is one of my most listened to movie albums, right up there next to How to Train Your Dragon, despite not knowing the story. Okay, so interesting. So the star is something that unites both of them. The shooting star. So this is really interesting visual storytelling. Check this out. They've got, first off, the characters are divided by a crowd. But look, even the moon, it's half eclipsed. So we're only seeing half of it. Half eclipsed, we're only seeing half of it. Great explanation there. So that's creating a sense of division. And we get the same thing by seeing them on the screen here where they're divided. So it's like something is keeping them apart. Yeah, and they're back to back. Let's make a promise that we'll never break. Let's say it together and count to three. I heard, but lately I lost sight of the truth in those words. So, what I don't know is this giving us little snippets of what's to come or showing them their daily life? It would make more sense from a Western storytelling standpoint if this is showing glimpses into what their daily life is like. But I think this is supposed to just be like an emotional palette giving us a sense of what we're getting into. Yeah, more of that division using Radwimps, who's the musician here, using that title to divide the two of them. So the sense of them being apart, but look how similarly they're dressed. I guess it's just a student uniform, so maybe... No, regardless of the explanation, the fact is they are dressed and present similarly. So like there's the sense of being united but apart. And then they were also tied together through that dream that they were having. Or that she was having. And then fading. Oh, so he's from the city and she's from the village. Okay, that makes sense. If this is a love story, I am going to cry. That shot's interesting. That little ribbon that was uniting them snapped as they run in different directions. So maybe they... It looks like it might just be disjointed. I don't know. Okay, let's go. So immediately putting us in her point of view through the choice to blur the camera here, it kind of makes that waking up feeling.
Taki. Don't you remember? My name is...
Mitsuha. So they have met, it seems, unless we're getting nonlinear storytelling. Which I hope we are, because I am very bad at nonlinear storytelling. And so I would love to learn. Why?
Sis, what are you doing?
What is she doing?
They're so realistic feeling. Sis?
Realistic feeling?
Me?
Are you still asleep? Breakfast time! Hurry up!
I'm just taking in the details of the room, maybe getting some clues here. But no, it all looks fairly organized. Also, not a lot of like super expressive things. She has a teddy bear, and she's got lots of organizers. But outside of that, not a lot that tells me a ton about her personality. The reason that I'm looking at this is because as someone who's done animations before, you got to think about this. Like, everything here has to be drawn. Everything here tells a story. Whether or not you often think about it, it's just little things that add up. So I like to try and take them in.
What? What?
I don't get it.
Do you want to have any of last night's fish, Grandma?
You can eat it.
You're so slow!
I'll fix breakfast tomorrow.
Her hair isn't tied. So she's disheveled in the sense that we saw that she ties her hair. It's like a signature thing. Maybe she just does it on her way out the door.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh, well.
You're back to normal today.
You were so crazy
Today?
yesterday.
What do you mean, crazy?
Do we just have a full day skip? That's fascinating. Was there any indicator, or is it just dialogue that we have to go off of?
What?
No, there's nothing to indicate that. That's so
Do
interesting.
you want to have any last night's
Like that's risky. Generally, you'd want something to ground your audience, and I'm guessing that they did this intentionally because the character seems so disoriented. They're wanting to create a sense of disorientation in us as well, and they're achieving that by breaking the rule of establishing where and when you are before you introduce too much. Like we got just enough to know like we're in Japan in a village, but not enough to know what day it is even. And so I think that's not a mistake. I think that's done to create a sense of confusion vicarious with the character.
fish, Grandma?
You can eat it.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh well.
You're back to normal today.
You were so crazy yesterday.
What do you mean, crazy?
Attention citizens of Itomori. Good morning. This is an official announcement from Itomori Town Hall. The election committee would like to remind everyone that
Interesting.
A comment that comes only once every
So there's there's a selection that's coming up that her grandma or aunt or someone, maybe it's her mother, just isn't interested in. We also see they're able to afford a TV, so like they're not dirt poor or anything like that.
1,200 years will finally be headed our way in a month. The comet will be visible to the naked eye for several days once it approaches the Earth.
Just make up with him already, okay?
It's an adult matter.
According to Jax's spokesperson, they're preparing for the celestial show of the millennium.
So another one, unless it's a flashback. Oh, so she does tie her hair later. Okay.
We're leaving!
That's interesting. This is gonna sound dumb potentially. I feel like tying hair is important because it's such a stark. It was such a stark visual indicator in the little intro, and the choice to have her not already have it on, but instead to have her tie it after breakfast and show it on camera, makes me think that something related to that hairband is important. They're flagging it to us, but I don't know why yet. And then, okay. So there's a festival coming up for the. What was the thing? ADHD moment. Was it a shooting star?
Oh! Mitsuha!
Good morning, Zaya. Morning, Teshi.
Morning!
Come on, would you get off already?
What for, meanie?
Cause you're heavy.
Hey, that's rude.
You know, I gotta say, you two make a great couple.
No, we don't.
Oh, I see you actually bothered to do your hair today.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, what happened? Did your grandma exercise all your demons?
Exercise?
Some
Did it today. So she didn't do it yesterday when she was acting weird and she has this blank in memory.
something totally possessed your body.
Would you just give it a rest with all this occult nonsense? Mitsuha's gotta be feeling stressed enough as it is, right?
What are you guys talking about?
Are you feeling okay?
And above all,
Wait, 427. The license plate said 427, and I was curious if that was tied to April 27th. Then I thought we were in April on the 27th, but I was thinking of the time that was on the TV, which was 7:23 or something like that.
as the incumbent, my administration.
Miyamizu's gonna get another term anyway.
I hear he's been doling out the pork just between us.
Hey, Miyamizu.
Morning.
Oh,
Looks like the mayor and the
Are they
contractor's
related?
kid are pretty cozy too.
Improve the quality of life of each and every resident. Mitsuha,
oh, don't call her out from there.
stand up straight when you're walking.
Oh,
Oh, he's tough on his family.
Well, that's the mayor for you.
so that's interesting that they felt the need to spell that out. They could have. I think that line was strong enough with him calling her out. They didn't really need to spell out, oh, he's tough on his family. But I mean, I was about to say that same thing. Like it shows us. It's almost like a little kick the dog moment where it helps us not like him, and it's signaling to us who to attach to and who to not attach to. in order to best align with the story.
Awkward. Sucks to be her.
Yeah, it is awkward.
Mitsuha!
In front of everyone.
Yeah, it's humiliating. I don't know what that said.
Too light. That's the origin of the word twilight. I'm sure everyone here
I
knows
didn't know
that
that.
word. It's dusk, a time when it's neither day nor night.
So, too light, twilight, that's getting into that visual theme of splitting that we've seen so far already, where division between these two is a thing. So even the word here is tying into the theme. The theme is very strong. I mean, look at how she's lit. Part of this is just the animation, how you have to do it. But literally, as she's talking about twilight, too light, it's split halfway down her face, and it goes down most of her profile.
When the border between worlds blur, and one might encounter something not human. Another older term for it is dusklight. Some people also call it golden hour.
What about magic hour? It's something my grandma says.
Well, golden hour and magic hour are technically the same, but it's a term that mostly photographers use.
Well,
Let's see. It says, it says that I don't speak Japanese. I might have to... How do they not have captions? All right, we are back. After a quick calibration, this should be a higher quality video now and ethically sourced. I didn't realize exactly where I was getting my video from before. But I also want to take a second because I said something that wasn't inaccurate, but it made me realize that I was missing a bit of foundation in my knowledge. Or a bit of foundational knowledge. So I talked about Blake Snyder's work with Save the Cat and the opening image on his beat sheet and how that can be seen here. And I stand by that. That can be seen here. However, it's important to note that there are different storytelling traditions all over the world. In Japan, there's one called, or I guess not just Japan, but East Asia. There's one called Kishoten Ketsu, which sounds hard to, or it's hard to say, but not hard to understand. So, excuse me, sorry. I mean, there's some popcorn, I got it stuck in my throat. So, Kisho Tenketsu, it's comprised of 4 different parts. You got Ki, Sho, Ten, and Ketsu. Ki is the introduction or opening. Sho is the development. Ten is the twist, but not in like a gotcha sort of moment. We'll get to that in a second. And then Ketsu is the resolution, or how it all concludes. And in a lot of discourse, I actually went and did a lot of research onto this in between the little snap cut in my editing that you saw. It's actually been an hour or two where I've been studying this. So it's often talked about online as like the alternative or cure to predictable Western storytelling. But in actuality, a lot of people just don't fully... It's easy to diminish Western storytelling to the loudest, poppiest examples and look at formulaic things and be like, this is just overused, Save the Cat, I don't like this. There's a lot of depth there. And Kisho Tenketsu is another way of understanding story structure, but really it's kind of like if you took someone from the West and someone from the East and asked them to describe an elephant. They might approach it from 2 different frameworks of what they see first, how they note it, what they choose to describe, what they choose to leave out, what they assume everyone knows. But they're still going to be generally describing an elephant. And that's kind of how it functions with storytelling structure too, where there is going to be a general shape that stories take, and it's kind of like an evolved thing that's innate within us based off of how our psychology and how our minds work. And Kisho Tenketsu is just another way of describing that. Anyway, I don't want to bog things down too much. I think I've been talking about Kisho Tenketsu for 3 minutes. But I did want to bring it up and say that I'm aware that stories function differently a little bit, or at least they're thought about differently. And it's also important not to reduce something to one structure just because of its place of origin, especially as stories have become more and more global and learning has become more and more globalized. There's been kind of... taking from different traditions and makings of hybrid approaches. But I just thought it was important to specify. And it's something I am aware of. I'm now educated on to a small degree, and I'm going to be keeping that in mind going forward. Let's go.
Older term for it is dusklight. Some people also call it golden hour.
What about magic hour? It's something my grandma says.
Well, golden hour and magic hour are technically the same, but it's a term that mostly photographers use.
Well, she does take a lot of...
Who are you? Why did she write "Who are you"? Also, it's just a funny little character detail. She's got these cutesy little pencils, and like she's very put together. It seems. Who are you? Who wrote that?
Okay, next. Miyamizu.
Yes!
Well, I can see that you remember your own name today.
Why didn't she remember her name?
You don't remember? Well, believe it or not, you forgot where your own desk and locker were yesterday. Plus, you had the worst case of bedhead, and you didn't have your ribbon on either.
Yeah, okay.
What?
What?
No way. Yeah, it was like you had
She was cackling?
amnesia or something. Now that you mention it, I do feel like I've been having weird dreams lately. Like a dream about someone else's life?
Nope, they are mistimed. So dreams about someone else's life. Is she living two lives? Like, oh, that wouldn't explain how she's not remembering her own stuff.
It's all so fuzzy.
Wait a sec. I've got it. It's memories from a previous life, or maybe your subconscious linked to the Everett interpretation of the multiverse.
Keep your full mouth shut. Wait a minute, Teshi. Don't tell me you were the one who wrote in my notebook.
Huh?
Forget it.
So it wasn't
But
him.
you really were acting just a little funny yesterday, Mitsuha. You been feeling okay?
So funny enough that everyone's noticing
weird.
it.
I feel fine. Maybe it's from stress. You know, you've got that ritual coming soon, don't you? Oh, don't remind me.
Is it for the festival?
I can't stand this place anymore. It's too small and towny. I want to graduate already and go to Tokyo as soon as I can. Can't
So
say
she
I
wants to get
blame
to
you.
the city.
There really is nothing
And then they're going to fall in love.
at all in this town. There's only one train that stops here every 2 hours. And all the stores close at 9 o'clock. No bookstores, no dentists. But 2 cocktail lounges for whatever reason. No jobs in town. No one dateable. Even the days are too short.
Just punch him in the gut next time.
You know what?
No, what?
Forget that stuff. Why don't we go to a cafe?
A cafe? Where?
So it's interesting to me how much time we're spending with the Mitsuha. I don't remember her name exactly. The female main character, given that we did get that introduction earlier to the guy, and we haven't really seen much of him. So I wonder why they're withholding that information from us.
Mitsuha just went straight home. Things have got to be really rough for her right now.
She's on center stage and all.
Yeah.
So she comes from like this politically aligned family, and she has to perform, I assume, for this festival that's coming up.
I don't know. I think I'll probably just end up living in this town, you know? Same as ever.
Interesting. So that seems like a throwaway line of dialogue at first, and it might come back for these characters specifically, but given that these are presumably side characters to our main two, who I hope are love interests, I'm such a sucker. I assume that line was being used to set up theming of fate and future, and also just reinforcing this feeling of being stuck for I forgot her name, Mitsuha, but reinforcing that theme of feeling stuck because she wants to get out of this small town. She wants to get somewhere bigger, and it's showing that that's a pervasive thing throughout the community, this reality of being stuck. Forgive me being rude and eating popcorn and not sharing. It helps me focus.
I want to do what you were doing.
It's still too soon for you to try, Yotsuha. Listen to the thread's voice. When you twine it round and round like this, feelings will start flowing between you and the thread.
Okay, yeah, so
Threads talk.
weaving thread, you're going to tell me that's not symbolic for weaving fate? Come on, get out of here. I see what you're doing there.
Telling you to focus.
Listen, something happened 200 years ago.
Here she goes.
The bathroom of sandal maker Mayagoro Yamazaki caught on fire, and this whole area burned down. The shrine and old documents were destroyed. This is known as
Mayagoro's Great Fire. They named the fire after him? I feel bad for Mayagoro.
So that's a fun line. First off, this just visually is stunning, this animation. Secondly, it is... I'm not sure how I feel about the exposition dump. And that's just a personal preference thing. Exposition dumps are a legitimate technique that can be done well, and you hear people shit on them all the time and be like, yeah, the exposition dump equals bad, and it's not that reductive. For me, it's something that can tend to pull me out of it just because my ADHD makes it hard to focus. But there is a legitimate argument to be made for when to use exposition dumps. Brandon Sanderson, I really enjoy how he does them with his magic systems. Some people hate it. Some people hate that. And so my tolerance for it is contextual. But yeah, it's an interesting choice to do the exposition dump of the tragedy right here. Because we're still kind of anchoring ourselves in everything.
the meaning behind our festivals was lost because of that. Only the surface was left. But even if those words are gone, the tradition shouldn't fade. That's the Miyamizu Shrine's duty, our important task.
Interesting.
Oh, despite all that son-in-law of mine, abandoning the Shinto priesthood and leaving this house were bad enough. But politics? Oh, he's hopeless.
So that's why she shut off the TV earlier. So we get, she doesn't approve of her son or son-in-law. He doesn't approve of his daughter. There's this thread, being set up of generational disapproval. I'm not sure what they're doing with that, but I am noting it.
Katsuhiko, you're gonna help out at the site this weekend. We'll be using explosives, so you better study up. What was that?
Got it.
More generational disapproval. I don't know how much of that is supposed to be commentary here and how much of it is like a cultural respect thing. It's hard for me to know without having a better understanding of Japanese. Whose house is he looking at? Is this a scene transition we're gonna get? Yes. Oh, whoa, look at his room. So he's got all this tech and equipment. He's got a CRT television, which kind of tells us when we are. Let's see, he's got a calendar with, it looks like jet fighters or maybe a rocket. So he's very much interested in navigation. Am I getting that right? Or communication of some sort. It's also got little action figures. Okay. Cool. I think I've taken it in. Things here. More symmetry with how this is framed. Look at how symmetrical this framing is. We have it split in half by this little emblem in the center. I don't know what that is. But then on the left side, we've got 4 people. On the right side, we've got 4 people. We've got 1 performer on each side. We've got a torch on each side, and that line goes directly perpendicularly up the middle. It's not offset on a third or anything. So setting up that theme of division again. Or it's not a theme, it's a motif. I'm trying to learn the difference between the two. Or practice the difference.
Is that Yotsuha? She's all grown up.
The Airlookers, all right. Just like their mother.
Hey, yeah.
Hey.
So that line about her being all grown up is showing that her family has been in this village for a long time. She hasn't really gone anywhere, just like her mother. Her mother hasn't really gone anywhere. So again, it seems like a throwaway, but it's being used to reinforce that motif and that theme. Which one is it? I'm going to be using those words interchangeably, but internally what's going on is I'm trying to sort out my own use of them as I refine my control of both. So everything is so controlled in her life. She comes from a controlling parent to this controlled symmetry for a performance. Oh,
Chewing
gross.
on rice, spitting it out, and then letting it ferment naturally, it becomes alcohol.
Uchikamizake.
See, I'm glad they explained that because I didn't know that. And that's an example of an exposition. It wasn't even a dump. It was just a sentence. That's an example of exposition where I'm grateful for it because I would not have known otherwise. There's certain things that I don't think I would have pieced together.
Let's really appreciate that. The way it's
Yeah,
made.
of course they do.
Hey, check it out.
So was that...
Do.
What was your
Do the
question?
cats really appreciate that?
Ah, okay.
The way it's
Yeah,
made.
of course they do.
So it's a religious thing. They're doing it for the gods. And something's changed now where things aren't as symmetrical. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's an odd number of people in the audience now. We can't see one of the torches. The sisters are offset, and the shrine isn't in the center. So I think something's going to change. But that's kind of my Western understanding that I'm putting onto it. Whereas with the Kisho Tenketsu, sometimes that change is really just recontextualization. And so it could be that it's going to be smaller than I'm expecting.
Hey, check it out. It's Miyamizu.
I'd never do that. And in front of everybody. Embarrassing, right?
So it's showing more that embarrassment, that she's feeling embarrassed and trapped in both lives. The one she can control and the one she can't. So that was a small little change.
Who cares if a few of the kids from your school saw that? It must be nice for you not being a teenager. Oh, and then you could call it Shrine Maiden Seke. You'll make buttloads.
That's a
I can't. They're
fun
liquor
little
laws.
edit.
Huh? That's what you have a problem with?
I was about to say, that's what she has a problem with? So that's interesting. She let herself entertain the idea for an instant, but then immediately dismissed it through something that was intentionally silly. So there's something bigger holding her here. Like, I wonder if that's setting up a theme of, like, what's really stopping her from achieving her dream. Please make me or meet me? I think
What
make
a
me.
jackass.
So now do we get to go to the hands of Tokyo Boy? That looks like a handsome Tokyo Boy. Immediately, we're told that he's different than she is. He's got his pants on the floor. He's got books all over the place. He's got something plugged in on his desk, something to charge, but the charger itself isn't even plugged in. He's got an empty cup next to, it looks like a textbook. This is an interesting note, and I don't know what to make of it yet. We saw that, I hope I'm getting her name right, Mitsuha. We saw that she had an air conditioning unit, like one that's plugged into the ceiling, and he's got this portable fan here. I don't fully understand the implications of that, besides communicating that it's summer. I don't know if that there's like a socioeconomic implication behind that. But yeah, just really good visual storytelling that things are already different.
Something's there.
Is this her?
Taki, are you up?
Taki. Okay, I'll remember that.
It was your turn to cook breakfast, wasn't it? Did you sleep in?
I'm sorry.
I'm heading out. Finish the miso.
Okay.
Make sure that you go to school, even if you're late. See ya.
Unengaged parental figure. That seems to be a recurring theme or motif.
What a strange dream.
Okay, so this is her.
Huh? It's from Tsukasa? Who's that?
Oh wait, I want to see what those drawings were on the wall.
I gotta go.
He's got buildings, multiple buildings. Is he studying architecture?
I gotta go pee. Way too real.
I look at the division with the lighting. And then as he steps out, there's a shift. So that's something important to note with story structure is, and this isn't just Kisho Tenketsu. I don't remember the name off the top of my head right now, but it's not just with that. It's with any kind of story structure. Is it doesn't just apply to the greater story, like the film as a whole, but it can apply to individual scenes and individual beats. If you look at something like Sean Coyne's story grid structure, there's 5 commandments for storytelling, and I think that's inciting incident, complicating progression, climax, turning point, climax, resolution, something like that. But regardless of what they are, you can look that up and correct me with a simple Google search. The whole idea is that they all are present in any given scene, or they should be. And that's regardless of the framework that you're using, it's just what a story looks like. And so we're having some kind of turning point here. Oh, and she's seeing what she's wanted at the city. Oh, the soundtrack is so good. And it's creating this sense of wonder with how it's framing and showing all these different things. Reaches up to twirl his hair, but it's not there.
Tokyo.
That's a super fun detail.
Where did you get this?
Can't believe you got in at noon. Come on, let's grab lunch.
Noon, okay.
You ignored my text, too.
Mr. Tsukasa.
Mister. You don't have to go that far.
You got
so that's showing that formal background that she has where she's expected to be polite constantly.
Yeah.
Wait a second. How'd you wind up getting lost on the way to school?
Well, a girl.
A girl?
A gal.
Hmm?
I mean,
Huh?
a guy. You know, guys just want to have fun. Every day's a festival when you're living in Tokyo as a guy.
Hey,
As a guy.
You sound
Okay.
funny. And where's your lunch? Seriously?
What is up with you?
We could share something.
Let's make a croquette
So-
egg sandwich.
I'm picking up that there might be little like regional dialect things maybe that she's carrying over from her way of speaking that he doesn't necessarily have, and they're trying to communicate that with the translation, but I'm not positive.
Thank you.
That's nice of them.
Want to hit the cafe later?
Oh, that one? Sure. You in, Taki?
What? What? A cafe?
He gets to go to a real cafe. Oh, is it?
They've got nice timber
That's
work in
fun.
here. Yeah, it's pretty intricate. Taki, all set?
Oh. So his friends are noticing the timber work and the like design of the building. So that's interesting. It's reinforcing my theory that he's studying architecture, which would be interesting because she's all about wanting to get to a big city, and he's someone who literally wants to help construct those.
I could live for a whole month on what these pancakes cost.
Wow.
Maybe
okay,
a decade
so
ago.
maybe a decade ago. So he comes, or she comes from a lot lower of a. She's a lot less well off than he is. But we saw even with him, like, he's not necessarily upper class or anything.
Oh well, it's only a dream.
Oh, that was a cool cut.
Dreams are great.
So she thinks she's dreaming.
What? Oh no. I think that I'm late for work.
You got a shift today? Guess you better get going.
Right. Got it! Here we go. So, does it give me a tomato salad with a side?
We didn't order that.
What?
Taki, I told you that we
So
are out
barely
of
getting
trouble.
it.
Taki, you gotta talk louder.
Taki!
When is this nightmare gonna be over?
Waiter. Hey, you.
Yes?
See this? Does it look right? A toothpick's in it. What would have happened if we ate it? Do something.
It's just that... Well... I don't even think we have toothpicks at this...
What?
How would she possibly know that? It's an interesting plot beat. I see what they're doing. He's throwing a big fuss to show how she reacts to something differently than he would in his baseline. But I don't fully buy the premise that she would already be confident enough to speak up that they don't have toothpicks.
Excuse me. Is everything all right over here?
Well, like I
I'll
was
take care of
trying to
this.
tell the guy.
Oh.
What's wrong with you today?
We truly apologize. Your meal is on the house tonight.
Why, thank you.
You weren't hurt, were you?
Is he gonna cut her?
Those guys were definitely scamming us. I handled it according to the manual, but still.
Miss Okudera, your skirt. Are you all right?
Did something happen?
Looks like someone cut it.
That guy.
Pretty bad.
What now?
Huh.
Do you remember what he looked like?
No. Come with me.
Hey, Taki.
That's bold.
Okay, take off your skirt.
What?
I'll look the other way.
Yeah?
All right, so they got some level of trust
Hold
there
on.
at
This
least.
won't take long. All done. Ta-da!
You're really good, Taki. It's way cuter now.
That's really fun.
By the way, I wanted to thank you for all your help with that customer earlier.
To be honest, well, I was worried about you. You aren't that strong, but you're quick to pick a fight. I like you better today. You've got a feminine side. Who would have
That's
guessed?
funny.
I gotta say, this dream sure does seem real.
So she's living two lives. Is there a him that's living her life? That would explain the
Looks like he keeps a journal.
other things.
So organized. I wish I lived in Tokyo. One of her.
Oh. Is he interested in her?
Unrequited love?
Okay. Who are you? Mitsuha. Oh yeah, it literally says architecture on his poster. So yeah, he is studying that. So he set up living the exact life that she wants.
What?
And already he's carrying himself differently, and the voice actor is delivering the lines differently.
What? What is going on?
Thanks to my feminine powers.
So, cafe today?
Thanks, but I gotta go to work.
Do you remember where to go?
Huh? Wait a second, was that you, Tsukasa? Are you the one that's been messing with my phone?
Huh?
Never mind. Later.
Well, he's back to normal.
I think he was kind of cute yesterday.
What's up?
Don't play dumb. What about bro code, huh?
Yeah, you walked home with her yesterday, right?
What are you talking about? Me and Ms. Okudera?
So what did you guys do?
Well, I don't remember, actually.
Quit messing around and tell us.
Okudera, reporting for duty. Don't slack off today, you guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good day today. Aren't we, Taki?
Oh, that's fun.
I see you're not touching your boobies today. Breakfast time! Hurry up!
So that's her because she has the.
I feel like everyone's staring at me for some reason.
Doesn't matter who wins, nothing will change. Except for who gets the kickbacks.
Somebody's daddy's dependent.
Oh, yep. And we see architecture. So,
Talking about me, right?
So we know that Taki is more hot-headed. He's not going to stand for it.
Wait, Mitsuha?
So when it's Taki, he uses a scrunchie, it seems.
I did what? Mitsuha? Could this mean?
No!
Oh,
Could this mean that we're really...
That we're in our dreams, that guy and I...
That we're in our dreams, that girl and I... We're switching places?
Ah, that's so fun. Oh, and I love this song. Oh, I love this whole album. I'm so excited to have the story for it. Okay.
2 or 3 times a week, I'll suddenly and randomly switch with Mitsuha, who's somewhere out in the boonies.
They need to find each other so they can fall in love.
The trigger is sleep. The cause is unknown.
Trigger sleep. So it's not every day.
Any memories I have of the switch get more and more hazy after I wake up.
But there's no doubt that we're switching places. The reactions of everyone around us prove it. That's why.
That's why we decided to lay out some ground rules so we could protect each other's way of life. Things to watch out for during
No
the
looking,
switches,
no touching, no
and a
bad.
list of stuff we should never do.
We also agreed to leave each
see.
other
No dialect. That's interesting.
reports on our phones on the days we switch places.
So that we could work together to get through this weird thing that's happening. And yet...
Oh, what part of Japan was she in? Tokuyama, I can't read it very well.
And yet...
And yet...
I cannot believe this girl!
Guys are steer. Watch the skirt! These are basics for a girl!
It's gonna be stop spending my money.
Wasting my money on sweets.
It's going in your body. Plus, I also work for that money.
Writing chords is impossible.
That's fair.
You work way too many shifts.
Because you keep wasting money.
This is fun. They don't have to fall in love, but they do have to be friends. Oh, this is such a compelling concept.
He was Miss Okudera on the way home.
Oh.
Have a good thing going.
Quit messing with my relationships, Mitsuha.
That's fair.
Taki, why is that girl confessing her love to me?
Maybe you're just more popular when I'm you.
You're so full of yourself.
Like you have a girlfriend.
It's not like you have anyone either.
Don't.
I don't because I don't want a relationship.
And then right there with that shot, it's establishing the duality of it. All right, next day for me, next minute for you. Let's go ahead and next second, really, unless I really did something wrong in the editing. Let's check it out. I'm guessing this is actually her, based off of the cleanliness. Oh, nope.
I shouldn't for her sake.
Oh, that's nice. He's learning the...
You sure do like your own boobies.
Well,
Time
never
to
mind.
go. Get ready.
I guess it makes sense that if he's waking up, then it would still be organized because she was the one who went to bed.
The Tiamat comet will be moving in the same direction the sun does, from east to west from our point of view. So
Why is that important?
Why are you wearing your uniform?
Because the festival isn't related to the Tiamat comet, is it? Like, is this incidental, or are they related?
Huh? Why does our shrine god's relic have to be kept so far away?
Because of Mayagoro, I don't really know.
Who's Mayagoro?
What? He's famous.
I'm guessing we have another story come up.
Hop on, Grandma. Watch out! Careful.
That would suck. She immediately drops her grandma down the hill. So that was an interesting shot. We get this very scenic, nature-heavy shot, but with power lines going through it. Just as like in some media, you can afford to kind of treat every frame like an art piece, and in hand-drawn media especially, where every frame does have to be composed individually, I mean that's kind of true of everything, but it's interesting to think what that's communicating, because I almost get the sense of like a timeless world being pulled out of where it used to be. Like this very scenic and serene setting that has this very obvious either power line or communication line or something like that going up in it. And in some ways, this is about to get real artsy-fartsy, so I could just sound pretentious. In some ways, this shot reminds me of Mitsuha herself, who was kind of just living in this village, but now has one pillar in a more modern's not the word I'm looking for, but plugged in world where that's full of architecture now. Anyway, just a little pretentious aside there. So, not loving the grandma character so far. Maybe that'll change. Just, it feels like right now she's a plot device to deliver exposition. I'm not disliking her, but just compared to how great everything else has been, it's felt a little heavy-handed to me. But I'm down to hear about this theme of unity.
Brings together is a union. Connecting to people
see?
is a union.
That's what I was saying when I saw the strings earlier. It's like, well, I said fate, so I guess it's literally not what I said. But I thought it was symbolic of something.
Tying strings together is a union. Connecting to people is a union. And the flow of time is a union. These are all part of the god's power. The
What is that
braided
around the
cords
trees?
that we make are tied to that. A skill from the god. They represent the flow of time itself.
So
They assemble and take shape. They twist, tangle, unravel now and then, break, and reconnect.
Okay, so that's symbolic. We saw in the opening sequence the little hair ribbon, I think that's what it was, stretched between the two of them and then it broke. I think this is telling us that their connection is going to break somehow, but then reconnect in some way. I think that's what that's doing. Oh, and the grandma has the same hair ribbon. Like it's the same color and everything, it looks like, and tied in the same way. So it's a family tradition. I was about to say, I wonder if this grandma's switching lives with Taki as well. That is kind of a stupid thought, I think.
That's what a union is. What time is. Have a drink.
Thanks. I want some too.
That's also a union. Whether it's water, rice, or sake, when something becomes a part of a person, it's a union. It joins their soul. Which is why the offering we're making today is such an important custom. It connects the god with people.
So I think that there's an important distinction I should make, because I've been painting broad strokes saying exposition dump. But there's a difference between like meta exposition that's being said just for the reader or the watcher versus diegetic exposition that's being made in universe for the characters, and it's something that they really might say. And so even though I do stand by the exposition feeling a little heavy-handed for my personal preferences just with how my brain works, I do appreciate that most of the time it's diegetic, meaning like I can believe that this grandma would have this conversation. It's happening in universe for the characters, and our understanding of theme is coming from the way we relate to this conversation, rather than it being made in Butler dialogue, which is where you have two characters who are like, well, as you know, yada 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 yada. This is a lot more cleverly written than that, and I'm worried that I'm just dismissing it by saying, haha, expositioned up bad, boop 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 boop, and I do the music and everything, and yeah.
Hey, I can see it.
This is where it is, the sacred relic of Miyamizu Shrine.
More of that division. Look at the lighting. So wow. Wait, are they? Okay, they're in a valley. It looked like a big ol' meteor crater, but I suppose not.
What lies ahead is the hereafter. Huh? It's the netherworld.
The netherworld!
In order to return to this world, you have to leave behind what is most important to you. Huh? Like the Kuchikami-sake.
Kuchikami-sake?
You'll offer it at the foot of the shrine god's relic. After all, it is half of you.
Half of Mitsuha.
I wonder if offering half of Mitsuha is offering up himself. We know that their tension has to sever at some point. We know that their connection is going to have to sever at some point because of that dialogue from the grandmother. I'm going to guess that's going to happen around the midpoint. So I think we got like another 20 minutes before that fully happens. But I could be wrong because, again, that's my more Western understanding.
Wow, it's already magic hour.
Magic hour? Oh.
Magic hour is the two lights, so it's like a time of union.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I can see the comet.
Huh? The comet?
Oh, Mitsuha. You're dreaming right now, aren't you?
What? What do I even make of that?
But why?
He's He's got another date with Okudera.
She's almost where? Oh, Mitsuha, what did you do? Date?
Oh yeah, I guess the first official date. Before they were kind of just talking. Wow, okay.
Tomorrow's your Tokyo date with Ms. Okudera. Meet up at the station at 10:30. Well,
Oh, and he woke up
that's
at
what I had
10:10.
planned, but
Yeah, look at how she reaches up and twirls her hair. It's the exact same gesture that she was trying to do with his shorter hair. That's a little detail anchoring us in who's who, even when we can't see her hair ribbon.
Hi, Taki.
This isn't gonna go well.
Wait long?
Yeah.
Because he thinks, he thinks that, or she thinks that he's someone else. Sorry, I got distracted by the KFC sign, but it says KEO, so maybe it's not KFC.
No.
Oh, I love this soundtrack.
I just got here.
Thank goodness. Let's go.
What did she do?
about now. Why am I?
I don't know if it's she's crying because she has feelings for him or because she actually got attached to her.
Why?
He's so awkwardly trying to
It was a
hold
date
himself
I wanted
back.
to go on. But if it so happens
Oh.
you end up going, you better be grateful and enjoy it.
This is nice. It's my first time here. So, is this one of your usual go-to
At any
spots?
rate, I bet you've never even been on a single date.
No way, it's too expensive. I don't know what to say to her.
He's so
fine.
awkward.
I can pick some links below to help you out, you wallflower.
For real?
Despite social anxieties, the do's and don'ts of texting.
She's making fun of me.
There's so much symmetry in this movie. So many things that are just divided down the middle. Like, whether it's the framing of these pictures here, or the... That looks familiar. Is she gonna go?
You know something, Taki?
Oh.
Today, you're like a different person.
Yeah. I mean, because he is...
Miss Okudera, you getting hungry? We could get dinner.
And again, look at... Oh, I feel so pretentious pointing out all the visual imagery, but it's being done intentionally. The framing of these two towers, I assume that they're using actual locations in Japan, so I feel kind of silly, but the fact is that they do frame them in a certain way. We have his side that's that's shorter and kind of slanted, and her side that's taller and sturdier, and that's kind of mirroring their emotional states as well, where it's using this visual storytelling to show that he's kind of feeling smaller and down, where she's sturdier, if that makes sense. And again, with this lighting directly in the center. I wonder if they're going to pause in the center too.
Let's call it a day.
Yep, he paused right there.
All right.
I could be wrong, and I'm sorry if I am.
About?
But you used to have a little crush on me, am I right?
Used to.
But right now, there's someone else you like, huh?
What? No. No, it's not that.
Really?
There's no one. It's not like that.
Are you sure about that? Well, thanks for today. See you at work.
Okay, so a couple things are true at once. The first is I'm the biggest sucker ever for any kind of love story, and I immediately swoon. Second, though, is it's a tough sell to have these two characters. I assume that's who she's talking about, is Mitsuha, is to have them be in love despite hardly being able to talk or meet. And so rather than dismissing that and being like, oh, that's unbelievable, I'm trying to think, what does that say about these characters? And to me, it's saying that they're someone who can get very attached to their memories, maybe. Like, their memories have a lot of meaning to them because that's both where they were most vulnerable, but also where they're forming these connections. And they're also very ambition-driven in some ways. And so I think that's what's going on there. Oh, so much.
By the time the date's over, we should be able to see the comet in the sky.
Oh, the comet. Are they going to meet? Are they going to meet up?
What does she mean? Weirdo.
Yeah, how does he not know about it? Oh yeah, call her maybe. Why haven't you ever done this? I guess she won't have reception in the... Oh, I'm wrong.
Oh, it's you, Teshi.
Oh, Teshi.
No, I just didn't feel like going, that's all. I'm fine. What? The festival? Oh. Oh yeah, the comet. It'll be at its brightest today, right? Okay, got it. See you
Do
later.
we... Okay.
You're just looking forward to seeing Mitsuha and Yukata, aren't ya?
I am not. Man, didn't even cross my mind. You know, she sounded kind of down when I talked to her.
Maybe she just didn't want a call from you.
It's not funny.
Sorry to keep ya. Oh, she's
You're
here.
late.
Mitsuha, what happened to
your hair?
Oh, she cut it off?
It's weird.
She cut it off to be more like Taki so that she could feel more connected, I think. That's my guess. Because now she twirls her short hair in the same way that she did before.
Think it's got to do with some guy? Like, he broke her heart?
Guys always just assume that it has to do with a boy. She said she felt like cutting it.
You sure about that? You really think she felt like cutting off
I
that
mean-
much of it? Huh?
Guilty. As a guy, I did immediately assume it had to do with a boy. In this case, I do think that I am right.
Hey guys, I can see it.
Like, I'm sure there's multiple reasons, and it's... Oh, it's so beautiful, I can hardly focus on commentating. Oh, it's splintering.
The number you are trying to reach is currently outside the cellular network or has been turned off due.
Wait.
I'll just have to tell her how lousy the date ended up the next time we switch.
Oh, no, no, no. Wait, did it hit her?
For some reason, the switches Mitsuha and I'd been going through until now, they never happened again.
No, what? I guess we are probably at the midpoint given credits. I'm not going to skip ahead in the timeline and see how long the credits are, but yeah, this is right about the 50% mark. So, midpoint in Western storytelling, or 10 in Kisho Tenketsu, it's more about... a Western midpoint would be more about a dramatic plot twist. A Kisho Tenketsu would be more about a revelation, kind of. Like something that shifts our contextualization or understanding. And so I'm curious to see what this is gonna do more of. We also see this moon being cut in half by this wire in the framing. So it's a sense of severing. Oh, is he recreating it? The city? Why didn't they switch again? Interesting. I don't know if he's looking for it or if he's just trying to feel connected in the same way she did. When Mitsuha cut her hair, did she have enough hair left to use her hair tie anymore? Or is her lack of ability to use that part of the symbolism here? Maybe that's what was connecting them and she didn't get hit by a comet? That'd be a fast way to make me cry. It's kind of a bummer revelation in your love story. Wow, he's good. He's a great artist. He's bringing them with him. What's he gonna do? Just be like, have you seen this? And he's got a red ribbon that reminds him of her, just like she cut her hair.
What are you doing here?
Tsukasa told me about it, so here I am.
More. Look at the framing. I know I'm beating a dead horse by doing all that symmetry, but
To cover my shift and to back up my alibi if my dad asked.
Relax, Takagi's gonna take your shift.
Gotcha covered.
But you owe me dinner.
So you're all in on it.
You've got everyone worried about you.
oh,
We can't ignore this. What if somebody's trying to pull one over on you?
Like catfish?
I mean,
That's
you met
nice.
this person online, didn't you?
No, not exactly. It's kind of complicated.
Could be from a dating site.
She's not!
It's because you've been acting
So-
awfully fishy lately. So we're keeping an eye on you.
I don't need a babysitter, okay?
I'm curious if now that they're severed, we're gonna see less of that symbolism or less of that division.
The switch has stopped.
Oh, my
call was
heart.
never connected, and text never went through.
What?
That's why I decided to go see Mitsuha in person. I wanted to see her, but
What? You don't know where she is exactly? The town's landscape is your only clue?
yeah.
Yeah. So look, things are being framed more and more, just slightly off center. Barely. And I could be overthinking it and trying to reach an established conclusion I already had, so don't put too much stock in that yet. But keep an eye out for it as we watch it. Are things just as symmetrical as they were before now, or are they using visual storytelling to signify that something's off and askew?
Can't contact her? What's that about?
Where are we? You're a terrible tour guide.
'Cause I'm not one.
Oh well. Guess we'll help you search.
Oh, it's so cute! Look, Taki!
Seriously, guys?
It moved! Oh!
It moves. Wow, they're really going for it. And it's showing like these people are having a great trip, his friends, but he's so focused in this connection that he's kind of missing out on it. He's not fully appreciating what's there because of what could be. That said, as a viewer, I desperately want him to find what could be. Why did he not know about the comet?
This is a lost cause.
What? After everything that we've done for you today?
You haven't done anything.
One
I mean,
Takayama
they're
ramen.
giving him company.
One Takayama ramen.
I guess I'll have the same.
Sure. 3 orders of ramen.
Got it.
Think we can make it back to Tokyo tonight?
Well, I think we'll be cutting it close. Let me take a look.
Okay, thanks.
Wait, Taki, you sure about that?
Yeah.
His shirt says half moon,
Maybe I've been barking up the wrong...
and we've seen half moons as a visual motif that's been recurring. That's interesting.
tree this whole time.
Hey, that's a sketch of Itomori, isn't it? It's drawn really well. Come take a look at this, hon.
How do they know?
Yeah, that's Itomori. It takes me back.
My husband was born
I don't have a
in
good feeling about this with the lighting. Why are they in the shade so much?
Is there, you know.
Itomori?
Itomori.
Yes, of course! That's the place! It's nearby, right?
You don't.
Itomori was...
Itomori?
Wait!
That's where...
Isn't that the area where that comet...
No! What? How does he not know about this if it just happened? Wait, no, oh gosh. I was joking. Oh my gosh. It's... Oh my goodness.
Hey.
This feels like such a surprise, and still like everything was being set up the entire time. Things look kind of settled for it happening yesterday, though. Or I guess we don't know how long it's been. I was going to make a guess that maybe it's more nonlinear storytelling and there's some time shenanigans going on here. But I'm not confident about that.
Is this place really where she's from?
No way. Taki must have just confused us with somewhere else.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
This
you
was
didn't.
the place. This schoolyard. These mountains. Even this high school here. I remember it all.
There's no way you could. You've got to know about that disaster 3 years ago, right?
3 years ago?
Hundreds of people died.
They died? 3 years ago?
What?
It can't be.
There is time shenanigans.
There's no way. I mean, I still have the memo she wrote.
Are they gone? Oh no. What?
They're fading.
So there's like an impermanence of memory here. Oh my gosh. Maybe one more scene and then we're gonna call it for this part.
Comet Tiamat, with an
Yeah.
orbital period of 1,200 years, made a close approach to Earth 3 years ago in October.
What?
Nobody foresaw that its nucleus would split at its perigee.
Town annihilated. Over 500 dead are missing. The town that
The
vanished.
fragments broke off of it, became a meteor, and struck Japan.
Meteor.
It looks like that day was
I
the
hardly
same
know her.
date as the Autumn Festival.
The point of impact was here. At 8:42 p.m., it fell right around where people were gathered for the festival.
Oh my gosh, then it definitely killed her. Oh, he's gonna...
500 died. It was a third of the town's population. And now nobody lives in Itomori anymore.
Oh, he's gonna find her name.
Tashikawara and
Oh,
Sayaka.
they're friends. No!
That's her? You were wrong. You gotta be.
What?
After all, this girl here died 3 years ago.
Just 2 or 3 weeks ago, she said that I'd be able to see the comet. That means...
You're dreaming right now. Aren't you?
What was I
they tried to even clue us in with that comment that's like, you could get by on, or I could get by with a whole month on this. Yeah, maybe 10 years ago. I thought that was just commentary on the difference between the village and the city life, which I think it was, but I think that was also a cheeky little way to slap me in the face before I even knew I'd been slapped.
Sounds lively over there.
They only have one room left. I'm really sorry.
It's not a problem. How's Taki?
He's still reading articles on Itomori. He's going through all those newspapers and magazines at random. Seems obsessive.
What is it?
Oh, sorry. You smoke, huh?
Yeah. I did quit at one point.
What do you think about what Taki's been saying?
I had feelings for him, you know? The way he's been recently. I mean, he was a nice guy before, but he's even nicer now. Kind of frantic. It was cute. Although I do think what he's been telling us is definitely strange sounding.
Well, everything I had was
But
great.
in the end, the fact remains that Taki's met someone, and that someone is the reason he changed.
Huh.
That much is for sure.
No diary entries. So kind of like an impermanence of memories as a potential theme
It
here.
was all just a dream. I recognized the landscape because I unconsciously remembered the news from 3 years ago.
Oh my gosh. But it wasn't a dream.
Is she a ghost? Or did I just make it up? The whole thing? What was her name? Can't remember.
You can't even remember her name. It's all fading.
Tsukasa said he was gonna go ahead and take a bath.
Ms. Okudera. I realize I've been saying a lot of strange things. I'm really sorry, and thank you.
Braided cords. Pretty. That band on your wrist. That's one, isn't it?
Yeah, how did he get it?
Oh.
Oh, she made it for him. Duh.
Someone gave it to me. I wear it sometimes as kind of a lucky charm.
What? But he didn't used to. That's hers.
Great. Why don't you go down and take a bath too?
How did he get it?
Yeah. Someone who makes these. They once told me something. The cords represent the flow of time. They twist and tangle, unravel and connect. And that's what time is. Maybe if I could...
The shrine, right? Because that's the place of unity. Half moon. Yeah, how's he gonna even find it? Because it was way out there. And he can barely remember her name. Are they connecting?
Don't you remember?
Oh gosh. And look at that framing of the silhouette, but no one else on the other side. It's kind of this feeling of being incomplete, where the characters themselves are representing a half moon. Aside that, like when you see a half moon, the whole moon is always there. You just can't always see it because it's obscured or shadowed. And I think that that's supposed to be symbolic of what's happening here, where they're two parts of the same whole, but you can't always see both. She's alive. Oh, no, that's someone else. I have to go somewhere. Go back to Tokyo without me. I'll return later. Thanks.
Taki.
All right. that's what we're going to call it for right now. Should probably have a couple more parts in this, but I am enjoying this so much, and I'll be right back. All right, new shirt, new day, same me, and same reaction. Let's do this. So he's going to go try and find the shrine, I think, if I remember correctly.
Eat this bento up there. Your drawing of Itamori. You did a real good job.
Oh, that's nice. So that's a quick way of showing, like, you could say it's quick characterization for the side character, but I have a feeling we're never going to see that character again. And so it's more characterizing the city and showing just how influential it was and how much it meant to people.
That's what a union is. What time is.
Oh, he's getting close.
There it is. It's really there. What lies ahead is the Netherworld.
Is it broken? Oh, maybe it was always like this? Okay.
It's still here. This was Yotsuha's, and this was mine. This was before the comet. So when I...
Interesting that he says mine instead of Mitsuha's. Just a little peek into his mindset or how he's framing it.
Switched places with her. It was also 3 years in the past. Our times got tangled somehow. This is half of her.
Oh, don't drink it.
Musubi, if it's true, and time can be unraveled, just give me one more chance.
So he's appealing to deities. Oh, that's so gross. I just, if I didn't see her chew it up and spit it out. What?
A comet!
So is he actually getting divine intervention? Also, it's the ribbon. The comet tail turned into the ribbon that's tied them together. Whoa, this is fascinating. I don't fully know what it's supposed to be, but it feels important.
Your name's going to be Mitsuha.
You seeing her whole life?
Both of you are my treasures.
You're going to be a big sister. I'm so sorry, my dears.
Oh.
Dad, when is Mommy coming home?
I couldn't help her.
Get a hold of yourself.
Who cares about the shrine?
But you're in charge now.
I loved Futaba, not Miyamizu Shrine.
Get out!
More generational divide as a theme that we're
Listen to
seeing.
me, girls. Starting today, you'll be living with Grandma.
Interesting.
Who am I? Who are you? Don't be full of yourself. Like you have a girlfriend. Let's be nice. They've probably met up about now. Why am I? I'm going to Tokyo. What? Wait, sis! Grandma, would you mind doing me a favor? Oh yeah, the comet. It'll be at its brightest today, right?
Mitsuha, don't go there. Mitsuha, you've got to get out of town before the comet strikes. Mitsuha, run! Mitsuha! Mitsuha!
Oh, I don't think she can shake that one off. Did he swap? I heard a gong. Oh.
Let me guess, you're touching your boot. I think she's finally lost it. Just for today, I'm gonna head out first. She's lost it. Really lost it.
For all you stargazers out there, the comet Tiamat has been visible to the naked eye for about a week now. Tonight, it will finally reach its perigee around 7:40 p.m. and be at its maximum brightness when viewed from the Earth's
It's tonight. There's still time left.
Morning, Mitsuha. What's this? Hold on. You're not Mitsuha, are you?
Wait,
How does she know?
You already knew?
No, but watching the way you've been behaving lately stirred.
More interesting visual storytelling. This door frame here is dividing the two of them. And it's kind of getting at the power dynamic here as well, where Mitsuha or Taki is in the smaller frame while the grandma's in the larger one. But the division is the more important part here, I think.
Some memories.
And then she crosses
When
over.
I was a young girl, I had some pretty strange dreams myself. Though it's been so long, the memories of who I became in those dreams have pretty much faded at this point.
Oh.
Treasure the experience. Dreams eventually will fade away. I went through similar times myself, and so did your mother.
So that's interesting. It's a generational thing, which makes me think of that theme of generational divide. I was going to say trauma, but I think generational divide is probably a better way to phrase it. And I don't fully know what to make of it quite yet, but that's fascinating. Again, the grandma's kind of serving as the exposition machine a little bit, but I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. And it's exposition I genuinely want to hear.
What if all those dreams that the Miyamizu people had, it had to do with today? Grandma, you have to listen to me. Tonight, the comet is going to fall on Itomori. You're all gonna die.
Huh?
How can she convince
Nobody's
people,
gonna believe
though?
that? I didn't expect that out of Mitsuha's grandma. It doesn't matter. There's no way I'm gonna let them all die.
Mitsuha, what happened to...
What'd you... Your hair.
The haircut looked better before, huh?
No, it's good.
Never mind that. If we don't do something about tonight, we'll all die.
It's up to us to save everyone. Wait, shouldn't you be in school?
Well, we sort of have to save the town or something.
Huh?
or something. They're good
Warning
friends,
system?
Yeah.
going along with what they think is their friend's delusion. How nice.
Speakers all over town.
Oh, yeah, because
Get
he's
it.
got all the communication equipment in his room.
It could work. Nice job, Teji.
Hey, I don't think you should be sitting so close to me.
What's wrong? Uh-oh, you shy?
Would you quit it? It ain't proper, and you know it.
Such a gentleman. Since when?
I bought all the snacks, guys. Here's the change.
Sorry for the trouble.
Stuff I like.
I didn't mind.
We ought to be getting paid.
Quit complaining.
So, what'd you come up with? Got an evacuation plan? A bomb?
Yeah, we have
Wait,
water
what?
shell explosives we use for construction at our storage site.
And
Why-
a warning system?
Our startup frequency could hijack the town's warning system pretty easily.
So we can broadcast an evacuation warning for the whole town right from school.
I feel like
We're
maybe you
outside
don't
the disaster
actually have to build a bomb for that, unless you really want to be known for your attention to detail. Wow.
area here. So we'll just make an announcement to evacuate to the school.
It's totally a crime.
You'll be in charge of the broadcast, Saya.
Why me?
You're in the broadcast club, and I'll be in charge of the explosives.
While I go have a word with the mayor.
Why?
Because if the evacuation order's not coming from town hall, then nobody's gonna go anywhere.
But if I talk
Oh,
to the
hey.
mayor,
Sorry, this is not related to the plot. But you think I'm not going to notice the Nintendo GameCube down here? Come on. He's got the orange GameCube controller. That's a nice grounding, like, period detail where we know when we are. I wish I could make out what game he's got there. I think that's Metal Gear Solid Snake Eyes. Could be wrong, though.
as his daughter,
I think I am wrong. I think I just said that. I don't have anything to back that up.
I can convince him.
It's the perfect plan.
Fine, I don't really care one way or the other. This is just a theory of yours, right?
Theories
I'm
can be
at Twin
based on
Snakes.
reality. Like, do you know the story of how Itamori Lake was formed? It's a crater. That means a meteor hit this area at least once 1,000 years ago.
Right. That's why. Nice one, Teshi. Let's go evacuate the town.
It's interesting that they believe so much. Like,
What
they're
on
so
earth are you talking about?
invested.
Like I said, we have to evacuate everyone in town before tonight or
Enough.
else.
Shut up.
Dang.
The comet's going to split in two and strike the town. Over 500 will die. How dare you stand there and spout such nonsense? If you're serious, you must be sick. I guess recklessness is a Miyamizu trait. I'll have
Dang.
a car take you to the city hospital for an examination. We will continue this discussion after you've seen a doctor.
You son of a!
Oh?
It's No. Wait a minute. Who are you?
How does everyone know this? I don't know if he meant that literally or he's like, I don't even know my daughter anymore. But either way, wow. Oh, no one believes her. Only the friends.
Don't be late, okay? Bye-bye. See ya. Later. You shouldn't go. You've got to leave town. Tell all of your friends. What's wrong with you?
What's that? Come on, let's go. What are you doing? Huh?
You just assaulted those children. Oh my
Able
gosh.
to convince him. Is all this my fault? Yotsuha,
Yeah,
promise me that you'll
so
leave town with.
it's a sense of powerlessness where he knows what's going to happen, but he doesn't actually have the power to do anything about it.
Grandma before dark.
What?
You're gonna die if you stay here.
What are you talking about? And why did you suddenly go to Tokyo yesterday? You've been acting really strange lately.
Went to Tokyo?
Went to Tokyo.
Oh, where's her headband?
How'd it go with your old man? Hey, Mitsuha. What's with your sister?
Don't know. Huh?
Sorry, I haven't had quite as much to say in this section. Things are really just starting to come together.
What's that? What's over there?
Let me use your mic test.
Hey, Mitsuha. And what do we do?
Get things ready like we planned.
Bomb the city.
Oh my gosh, I'm Taki again. But what was Taki doing out here?
What? I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I'm genuinely stumped.
Town. It's gone. So, does that mean I died?
Oh. Oh, the magic hour, dusk hour, unity, things coming together. Oh, if they get to meet, I'm gonna cry. She went to go see him, but he wouldn't know who she is yet.
I'm going to Tokyo for a few hours.
What? Right now? But why?
For a date.
You have a boyfriend in Tokyo?
I didn't say it was a date for me. I'll be back tonight. If I suddenly show up, will it be a nuisance? Or a
Oh.
surprise? He might not like it if I do.
The number you are trying to reach is currently outside the cellular network.
Did she figure it out too?
Won't happen. But what if it did? What would I do? Would I annoy him? Would it be awkward?
Oh.
Or maybe he'd be glad to see me.
They can't be together because they're separated by time.
Currently outside the cellular network.
I guess we won't meet. But there's one thing I'm certain of. If we see each other, we'll definitely know right away that you were the one who was in me, and that I was the one who was in you. Sorry.
But they didn't have their memories. Like, they're fading.
When entering the train, please hold here.
Maybe this is about, like, what things remain when memories fade. Does she see him?
Excuse me.
He has no idea who she is. Oh. Not your friend's bike. Oh, also, your own well-being. Oh, the music is so good.
3 years ago, before I even knew you. Taki. Taki. Taki.
Huh?
It's me. Don't you remember?
Sorry, who are you?
Oh.
Hold on! What's your name?
Mitsuha! My name is...
Oh, and it's the thing around his wrist.
3 years ago, you showed up. It was to see me.
Oh. Yeah, and oh, this animation is stunning. They still haven't played the song that gets me every time. I don't think so, at least. They're caught in a never-ending game. Oh wow, that's a big run.
Mitsuha! You're here, right? Inside my body?
Taki! Taki, where are you?
That was Mitsuha.
Oh,
I can hear her voice, but...
They're too far away.
Taki, where are you? Taki!
How can they... Oh, I was gonna ask how they can hear each other, but I guess it was set up through the whole Twilight Hour thing, or Magic Hour, where it's all about unity.
Taki, are you?
Are you there?
Oh. Yeah, they did a really good job setting this up. Otherwise, oh, and look, reaching across, literally reaching across the divide made by the light. And then the divide vanishes.
Magic Hour. Mitsuha.
Oh. Oh.
Taki. Taki. You're really here. Taki.
I came all this way to see you. Which wasn't easy, since you were pretty far away.
How is that even? Because back then...
Well, I drank some of your Kuchikamizake.
She's horrified too.
Huh?
Stupid pervert!
What?
Yeah, that's right. You were touching my boobies, weren't you?
How do you even...
Because Yotsuha saw you.
I couldn't help myself.
Oh.
But it was just the one time.
Just the one time? How many times isn't the issue?
Sorry.
That's a good point.
Wait, is that...
Oh, yeah, it's yours. But you visited before I knew you. So I didn't know who you were. Here.
I don't...
3 years.
Oh.
But I think it's time you got it back.
I don't necessarily buy that he would have on this ribbon around his wrist for 3 years from a person who he didn't know. But actually, after I said that, I changed my mind, because that's the whole point of this, is that there's some things that carry over even when memories aren't there. Even when memory fails, there's love that carries over. And so it seemed on the surface like an oversight, but I actually think that that's theming, that it's getting at the whole core argument of this whole thing. Oh.
What do you think?
Oh, well, it's not bad.
Oh, you're lying!
Not bad.
Busted.
Why you gotta be like that?
They're so cute. Oh.
Hey, Mitsuha, you still have a lot to do. Listen,
It's coming.
Don't worry. You still have enough time.
I'll do my best. It looks like magic hour is almost
over.
It's gonna fade.
Hey, Mitsuha. Just so we don't forget things when we wake up.
Yes!
Let's write down our names. Here.
Oh.
Mitsuha.
No!
Hey. Mitsuha?
What? He's gonna forget already.
I was planning to tell you that wherever you are in the world, I swear that I'll find you again, no matter
Okay.
what.
Finish writing the name.
Your name is Mitsuha.
Oh, look. The moon's no longer split in half. It's a gibbous, like it's not a clean divide anymore. Your name is Mitsuha.
It'll be okay. I'll remember. Mitsuha. 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 Your name is Mitsuha. Your name is...
No.
Who are you?
No. Oh no, it's the song.
What did I come here for? I came all this way to see her.
This song is one of my most listened to songs of last year across like all music according to Spotify.
Came to save her. I wanted her to be alive. Who was it again? Who did I come to see? Someone precious.
No.
Someone I don't want to forget. Someone I shouldn't. Who was it? Who was it? Who? Who? What's your name?
There's a Japanese version? I guess that makes sense.
Taki! It'll be fine. I remember. I'll never forget. Taki! Taki! Your name is Taki!
She remembers.
Teshi!
Mitsuha! Where the heck have you been?
He said sorry for breaking your bike.
What? Who did?
I did!
You're gonna have to explain it to me later. That thing is going to fall, right? For real?
For real. I saw it with my own eyes.
What? You did, huh? Well, I guess it's settled then.
What a trusting
Both
person.
officially criminals.
What?
Snapping a chain that's symbolic.
Once the town's power goes out, the emergency generator should kick in right away. Use the broadcast equipment once it does.
Don't be scared, Saya. And repeat it as many times as you can.
Woohoo! You can do it!
Oh, nuts.
Oh.
It's do or die.
Maybe they did need to do the bomb so that they could convince them.
Hell if I know!
Good. Goodness. Oh my gosh.
Look over there.
The song, I love it.
Hey, look! Up there!
No! Ah! Yes, get him out!
This is Itomori Town Hall. Reports of an explosion at the substation are coming in.
Did I hear that right?
Wildfires are possible, as well as the threat of more explosions.
broadcast isn't coming from us?
It can't.
Well, who the hell is it then?
I don't think it's going to work yet because narratively there's still the thread between her and her father, and then maybe her father and her grandmother, but that needs addressed in some capacity. So I think this plan is going to start to work and then fail and then resolve there. That would be my guess. But I mean, it could work here.
Let's go, Mitsuha.
Everyone, run! There's a wildfire!
Wildfire! Please run!
Get out of here! Run! There's a fire!
Please evacuate!
It's not working. We're running out of time.
Yeah, how do they not care?
What's wrong?
What is it? I can't remember what his name is anymore!
No!
What is with you? You're the one who started all of this! We can't evacuate everyone without firefighters. Get going. You gotta convince your old man.
Yeah.
Everybody, get to the high school!
Why would terrorists attack way out here? What is Chubu Electric saying? They're still checking.
Any update? No wildfires yet? You sure? Got it. Make them stop this broadcast immediately. Haven't you located its source yet?
Mayor, the Takayama sensor station just called.
From the high school?
Once again, residents in the following areas, please evacuate to Itamori.
No!
I got Saya!
Oh no.
Oh.
What were you thinking, Natori? I swear.
We are currently confirming the reports of the accident. We instruct all residents to remain calm and stay where they are.
No! Don't stay put.
Stay on standby.
Come on! They said everyone should evacuate! The high school's the evacuation center!
Katsuhiko! Tell me, what do you think you're doing?
More generational divide.
Sorry, Mitsuha. This is the end. Oh my god. It's actually splitting apart.
Oh no. Ah!
Look at that! The comet has split into two large parts and meteors are now falling to Earth.
I don't believe anyone could have predicted this. Either way, we have
quite the
mystical.
So
no.
what does the comet's nucleus
Are they too
splitting
late?
mean for us?
The comet's not within the Roche limits, so the nucleus itself must have had a structural weakness for this to happen.
Comet Shoemaker-Levy 9 broke apart and collided with Jupiter in 1994. There were at least 21 fragments.
I'm going outside to take a look.
Fragments will likely burn up well.
Oh, and we saw that at the very beginning.
Probability of a meteor actually landing on a populated area is quite small. Never foresaw this development. To predict the trajectory.
As we stand here witnessing this spectacle, unassisted and with our bare eyes, it strikes me that living in such an age has never felt more fortunate than now.
Hey. Who are you?
Oh, come on.
Who is he? Someone precious. Someone I shouldn't forget. Someone I didn't want to.
It's loading so much up where I care about this romance plotline, but also I care about the not getting killed by a meteor plotline.
Who are you? What's your name?
Goodness! That was quite a fall. Oh no.
So that we don't forget things when we wake up, let's write down our names.
Oh. But maybe write your name too.
Writing this doesn't help. I won't know your name.
Yeah. But that's the whole point, is it's what memories, what persists beyond memory.
Dad!
Mitsuha,
There you are.
don't tell me you're back.
It was almost like seeing something out of a dream. Nothing more or less than a breathtaking view.
Something that literally splits the sky. Lake is split in half. Shit. Oh my gosh. Did they not get out? Oh. Ah! The movie ends there. Oh my gosh. They had to have gotten out.
Huh? Why am I here?
No.
What am I doing?
He doesn't remember. Oh. What was it all for? I mean, it was just a red hairband. Or a red ribbon, but...
I'm always searching for something. This feeling has consumed me for some time. The reason I applied for this position, the landscapes people live in, to build a city's landscape, even Tokyo, it might vanish too one day. And so, I want to make landscapes that, how should I put this, that can continue to warm people's hearts.
That bad. How many does that make it?
I've stopped counting.
Doesn't sound too promising.
Who asked you?
So they're
suit
graduated
could be
now?
the problem.
It looks just like yours.
Well, I have 2 offers.
I have 8 myself.
Is what I'm searching for someone or somewhere? Or am I just searching for the right job? I don't even really know.
Oh, you're job hunting, huh?
I haven't had much luck, though.
Hey, maybe it's the suit that's killing your chances.
Does it really look that bad on me? So, why the sudden call today?
I was in the area for work, and I figured it had been a while since I saw your face.
8 years, so it's
Remember that
a 5-year
one time
skip
when
from where we
went
were.
all the way to Itomori? You were still in high school back then, so it was
5 years ago.
that long.
Yeah.
It seems like I've forgotten a lot.
I don't remember all that much either about back then. Maybe we argued. She and Tsukasa went back to Tokyo without me. I spent the night alone on some mountain. That's about all I remember.
No.
But at one point in time, I found myself strangely drawn to the incident involving that comet. A fragment of the comet destroyed a town in that disaster. But miraculously, most of the people living in the town were unhurt. The town happened to be holding an emergency drill that day.
No
Most
deaths.
of its residents were outside the impact zone. The sheer luck and coincidence of it all sparked various conspiracy theories.
Oh.
I read a lot of articles about
conspiracy theory. How?
I was kind of obsessed.
I guess it makes sense.
But whatever the reason I had for my interest,
They
it's a
made
mystery
it.
to me now. I didn't even know anybody in that town.
Yes, you did.
Thanks for today. This is far enough. I do hope.
Oh,
that at
she's
some point,
engaged or married.
You'll find happiness too.
I feel like I'm always searching for something.
Moon is split in half. The thing about using a half moon as symbolism is it's cyclical, like it comes and it goes. And so I hope that it's not over. Like they'll still find each other. They won't remember each other, but
I do want to go to one more bridal fair.
They're all the same.
A Shinto wedding sure sounds nice too.
You said you wanted to be married in a chapel.
Oh, that reminds me, Teshi. Would you please shave before the ceremony? I'm going on a diet for it, you know.
She says as she's eating a cake.
I'll get serious tomorrow.
sweet. Sweet, happy. Ah! Stop doing this to me. No. He saved all of them,
The
though.
landscape of a town that's no longer there. Why does looking at it make my chest feel so tight?
And then life continues, like it just moves on in a cycle. And even though you can't remember everything, it doesn't mean it's not meaningful. And I think that's what it's arguing here. No, do they never find each other? Like, they don't have to end up together for it to be meaningful. And I'd sure like it. Oh.
I was always searching.
Searching for someone.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Trying to play it cool. Say something.
Excuse me. Haven't we... Have I met you somewhere?
I thought so too.
Can I ask you your name?
Oh. Oh. That was so good. And I love that it didn't even necessarily end with them together. It just ended with them reconnecting, because I think having a full romance play out there at the end would have distracted a little bit from the point that it's making, which I think this has all come together to be a really beautiful argument for just because something's not permanent doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. And just because you don't have all the memories of something doesn't mean that it doesn't change you and that you're shaped by all these things that are hard to hold on to. And just because they're not tangible doesn't mean that they're not meaningful. And I think that it's shown various angles of that same argument, whether that's coming from the generational divide between the parents that we see consistently across this, with Taki and his father who wasn't present, or Mitsuha and her father, or was it Takashi? I don't remember his name for sure. But basically all of the main characters and their parents had some kind of divide, including her Mitsuha's father and Mitsuha's grandmother. It was a recurring theme, and we saw how those relationships still shaped the events of these characters' lives, and that ultimately bridging that divide is what saved people rather than trying to do it alone, acknowledging that there is a divide there. And so when they came together at the end, it was kind of a little treat for the audience, I think, but also it was saying, even though they don't remember things, look at how they've changed. We've seen them run into each other in the past before they had memories, before Taki had memories of Mitsuha, and even that affected him. But what truly affected him and changed him on a gut level was in the future, when they'd already changed each other's lives but didn't remember each other anymore, kind of like the body keeping the score even if the mind doesn't. And yeah, wow, what a beautiful, beautiful movie. I absolutely loved it. Let me make sure that there's no end scene. And yeah, wow. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I think this is my longest video on the channel, but I had so much fun making it. And if you want to read my own writing and see how I how I practice what I preach, check out the Amora Project with my book, The Seven Rangers. That's going to be in the description. And if you've somehow made it this far, thank you. And I hope that you all have a fantastic day.